YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR. But now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic, positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so we are back with more fall content. Fall is off and running, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it, at least where we are down here in the South. But I love fall. It's my favorite time of year to wear, to experience and wear fragrances. The temperatures are just so nice and comforting, and just feels really good to move around in the fall, especially where I am down here in Jacksonville, Florida. But today we're talking 8 fragrances that I feel are really good, that people should at least try. Whether that is by sample form or whether you are brave enough to be a blind buy warrior and go that route, or go out to your local department stores and get your nose on them. I just think these are some of the fragrances. Now, some of these are not in your local department stores, I don't believe, but samples are available, and I'll have as much as the information linked in the description of this video. So we're going to go ahead and hop to it. We have 8 of them today. Let's go ahead and start off with a fantastic house that the creations that Mike has coming out of day 3 are sensational. From the house of day 3 fragrances, we have Amber Dominicano. Amber Dominicano. That's probably clashing with my studio light a bit. Let's see if we can get that in focus. Maybe not. But this is such a unique fragrance. You have cola and passion fruit in here. I believe there is I think it's a tobacco note in here as well. At least it comes off tobacco, at least off the atomizer. I have minimum experience with wearing this out and about, but that's not what this video is about. This is just getting your nose on this. And the first time that I smelled this on a live stream with Mike, I was blown away, like several creations from day 3. But this is a unique fragrance, especially with that cola that's in there, a unique note that's used here and there in fragrances, but not like that. But this is one to definitely get your nose on. Get a sample. I'll have it linked down. Day 3 fragrances does awesome work, and this is one I definitely recommend from the house of day 3 fragrances. Just get your nose on it. We got Amber Dominicano. Like I said, it's probably clash with my studio light, but this stuff is worth a try. All right, up next from the house of Regalian, hey, we have Mystic. Ooh, I almost dropped the bottle. Mystic. This is such a unique, woody, sweet fragrance. It has a nice freshness to it. You do have some argan wood in here. There is some cedar wood in here. The tonka bean and the amber, and there's this balsamic nature to this fragrance that just makes it a very unique blend for a more woodsier style of fragrances, especially for the fall. This is something I would consider versatile for the fall, so you can kind of wear this whenever you would like in the fall time, whether it's date night, headed to the office, or whatever during the fall temperatures. I think this was an absolutely shine. I love this. I've worn this a couple of times already. The performance is great. The profile is different. I was engaged with this scent the entire time since I've gotten it, and just the wearing experience is really good. So from the house of Regalian, we have Mystic. This stuff is really good for sure. All right, up next, my latest acquisition, and I couldn't wait to talk about this. And I said the first time that I get a chance to get a full bottle of this, that I would. And it's one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever got my nose on, and I'm so happy to have this to my collection. And this is a unique representation of this fragrance. What am I talking about? From the house of Rose Dove, we have Amber Oud, the Crystal Edition. Amber Oud, the Crystal Edition. So my juice is clear, as you can see. It's not that beautiful burgundy cognac looking color, and as you can see, it says Crystal Parfum on the plate here. but the juice is still the same. All right, so amber, rose, florals, cinnamon, such a unique, beautiful fragrance. This stuff is sexy, man. This stuff is amazing, and it's well documented. My first time smelling this on the live stream, and then I did a review from the Decant because I wanted to talk about it more, but I finally have a bottle in my collection. All right, so this is great for the winter, I mean the fall and the winter, but in the fall, this is date night approved. This is something that's going to set you apart. If you're looking for something different and high quality, get your nose on it. They have samples out there. The samples could run a little bit expensive too, even on discounters. Full bottles, y'all know how roses are. They are expensive as well. But this right here is something that I believe for the fall, getting your nose on it could intrigue you to get a bigger 10 ml or 20 ml. They have them out there, or even dare I say, get a full size bottle. But for me, this is definitely one to get your nose on. Fantastic fragrance to try for the fall. We have none other from Roger Parfums. We have Amber Oud, definitely a must try. All right, up next from the House of Bond Perfumer. This is one of my favorite ones from the line. Just really beautifully done. We have 902. 902 is really good. Tobacco, a beautiful like cognac in here, and then a cinnamon just in the air. I just gotta spray it in the air. Man, it's so good. It's like the blonde tobacco, the cinnamon. It's like a dried fruits feel, or a dried fruit accord with this fragrance. And it's fantastic. I love it, man. This is something very easy to wear, in my opinion. One of the more easier tobacco DNAs, but it's definitely blended very nicely. There's a beautiful reaction to this fragrance, especially how it's set up. This stuff is really, really good. Very sexy, date night approved, fun night approved in the fall time. Definitely want to get your nose on, especially if you're along the lines of that, you know, like in a nice brandy or a cognac and tobacco in your fragrance. It's something to look into. This stuff is good, man. At least to me it is. From the House of Bond Perfumer, Paris, we have a 902. 902, huge fan of this fragrance, huge fan. It's just in the air. In the air right now, for sure. Up next, a oldie, but a really, really goodie. Don't see a lot of conversation about this fragrance like it used to be, but that doesn't mean that it's not still great, and that doesn't mean I'm not gonna recommend it for you guys to try out for yourself. If you love plum, you love almond, here you go. From the House of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal Extreme. L'Homme Ideal Extreme. Now this fragrance tends to be sometimes a little bit hard to find and hard to just get a sample or get your nose on, but they're out there. I checked before the video, before the filming of this video, and they are definitely out there. I'm a huge fan of plum. And this is a very juicy plum with a smooth almond. There's some textures in here as it dries down and kind of give off a leathery feel. But this stuff is very good, man. It's one that was sought after for, especially when I was trying to get a bottle. Everybody that was anybody was talking about this fragrance and going after this fragrance. And I'm glad that I was able to acquire this fragrance for a really good price when I got it about 2 years ago. The bottle styles have changed. They are different, but this is available here and there. This is probably the hardest of the line to find, but if you can find it, test it. You can sample it, or dare I say blind buy it. That's your call. This would be one for sure to get your nose on. I love this stuff. I love it and look forward to revisiting it during the fall and the winter time, but it's definitely a must try. If you've been hearing about it and you haven't got your nose on it, it's the one that I definitely recommend. From the House of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal Extreme. L'Homme Ideal Extreme. Really good stuff here, man, for sure. For sure. All right, up next from the House of Parfums de Marly, 1A, 1B for my favorite from the line. And this is head over heels better for me than the original. What are we talking about? We're talking Pegasus Exclusive. Pegasus Exclusive from the House of Parfums de Marly. It's darker, it's richer, it's smoother. Almond, oud, vanilla. I love this stuff. This is a top fragrance in my entire collection. Now for those who are asking what is the 1B, that is a Leighton exclusive. I love that one as well. But this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Absolutely love this stuff. The almond vanilla combination is really, really great. Sexy as hell for date night, dress up, casual wear, whatever it is you want to do. This is something that is, yes sir. This is really, really, really good stuff. From the house of Parfums de Marly. Love this stuff. Great, great, great. We have Pegasus Exclusive. Definitely a must try. You should be able to go to one of your local retailers and get your nose on this. I know it's in my local Nordstroms. I believe it's in my local Dillard's, but it's definitely something to get your nose on for sure. That stuff is real good. All right. Up next, one that is never talked about. As a matter of fact, I probably only talked about this fragrance once or twice myself, but this has crept back up into crept back into the rotation for me, and I hadn't smelled it in quite some time. But then when I revisited this fragrance about a month ago, I was like, dang, has this always been this good? I said that to myself. From the house of Michael Malua London, we have the original Jet Black. The original Jet Black. And I gotta shout out my guy Cedric Farr, man. This is something that he wasn't really a fan of. And I said, well, you know, let me see what it's about. I smelled it, I liked it, was enjoying it, and set it in the collection. And I'm ashamed to say it's set there. But then I said, you know, let me get my nose back on this to see what we were talking about here. And it's really good, really, really good. You get this lavender, this cinnamon, you get this Akigala wood oud type of presence here. Leathery, definitely very masculine as it starts to dry down. The leather in here sits just right, like just right with everything else that's going on with this fragrance. So you're looking for a more masculine take. I wouldn't say this is super unique, but I would say this is not like everything else. So maybe right there in that middle from your, you know, vanillas and stuff like that versus, you know, something that's extremely different. It's right there in the middle. So probably 9 times out of 10, if you're wearing Jet Black, if you're going somewhere, someone won't have it on. Like someone who is just spraying on something to smell good, and not like, you know, connoisseurs like me and you. Shout out to my guy Charm City connoisseurs. If you're not, you know, an enthusiast, then people probably may have never heard of this. And you know, people who are enthusiasts right now watching this, you might not have ever heard of this. I'm saying it's something to get your nose on. If you're into leather, a little bit of spice, it definitely has a resounding freshness to this. Very nice blend. It's something for the fall fragrances to try on the masculine side of things. If you're not trying to do the masculine thing, cool. This is still good. From the house of Michael Malua London, we have the original Jet Black. And there's a lot of them that are good. Jet Black Platinum is really, really good. Actually, it's my favorite out of the Jet Black line, you know, but the original, it's good, it's slept on. All right. And last but not least, now this is a fragrance that some may deem good for any time of year. I would not wear this any time of year. I've worn this 2 or 3 times, full wearings. I've tested out more than that, but this stuff is I couldn't wear this in the summer, maybe in the spring. And I love the Vintage DNA, but this particular version, oh yeah, this is only for fall and winter only. Let me explain. From the house of Rasasi, we have Haas Black. Haas Black, clashing with my studio light here. Haas Black, but the oak moss in here, it's serious. It comes off smoky and leathery. The green spicy tones come off very abrasive. This is a super duper strong fragrance. Really, really good. It's one of the better ones that are out there, but it has a touch more of green, spice, smoke, almost comes off leathery. So if you're looking for that darker angle on a creative vintage Nishanes Hashivat, here you go, because the oak moss is here. It is not to be played with. I do enjoy it and I do like it. This nice bergamot, pineapple-y opening. It doesn't last long before the spices really come into play. This stuff is, for me, for the fall. I know it's running wild. I'm recommending it because you know how things are. Something comes out and everybody's on it. All the reviewers are reviewing it, including me. But then it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. I'm saying to the ones who hadn't got their nose on it, you like the Vintage DNA, you're looking for a more spicier, darker version of it, something that's not too, I guess, mass appealing about the DNA, which the Vintage DNA is a very unique blend. Here you go. Here you go. Check it out. It's available. It's not that expensive. The prices are going down since the release, but this is one for the fall I'm going to be wearing. I would not wear this in the summer, not me. I would not, because it comes really strong off of me. Like I said, the oak moss is a smoky, leathery feel. The green spicy facets in here are prominent and they stand out. So a little bit of a cooler weather might do this good. Have I worn it in the summer? Yes. Was it bad? No. But I did notice that this fragrance had an aura about itself that was really strong. And I usually do 6 to 8 sprays with my fragrances. No. No. 3 to 4 and we're out of there. And you're gonna be projecting all day and you're gonna smell good, but you don't want to come off too crazy. And I think the cooler weather would give it a nice feel. From the house of Urasasi, we have Haas Black. Haas Black, something that is definitely a must try. If you love their Vintage DNA, if you're looking for a more versatile, masculine fragrance for the fall, especially for something on a day-to-day basis, check it out. All right, so there we go. Those are the 8 fragrances that I just think they're extremely fantastic, and I think you should give them a try on your next haul or your next visit to your favorite store, or if you got a buddy of yours who can decant you something or whatever. I think they are worth the try. So I have as many of these as I possibly can find. I will link them in the description on this. I also have like some let's see what I have. So Mystic, I got a max aroma code for this. You can get 10% off, and I think that's about it. All right, where you can save you a little bit of money if you're interested in Mystic, but I'll have that. My max aroma code is down below. All right, so until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful fall, having a great time out there, making memories, smelling great, and hopefully everybody is doing well. All right, so till next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes. It's positive energy, it's positive vibes. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. That's for sure. Peace, y'all. Till the next time. Splacker.